Hey there, guys. Alright, just want to share a bit of light on a few things here at Eua. And something that we could make better. Something we could do much, much better. And I think it's just to change the mentality of the Tongan people here. And also get the support from the government or the police or whatever. And to be able to make this happen. And what I looked over in the main island, all cows are fenced. This is what I'm going to talk about, is cows roaming around and ruining people's crops over here in Eua. Eua used to be a beautiful place where you had the best crops right through the islands here. You get the best crops here, best taro, best whatever you get here. But the problem is now, wherever you go to get to, with the people who want to do plantations in those areas where there's really fertile soil, there's too many cows roaming around now, and they've given up. They've given up doing plantations, and that's a big problem. All right, are we going to be a cow farmer over here? We're going to turn into cow farmers over here in Eua, or stay to the original crops that we want to do as what we've done in the past with taro, manioke and all sorts, yam and whatnot. Because at the moment we're turning into a cow herder, and what we do now is we fence our plantations to keep the cows out. But what should be happening is fence the cows to keep the cows in. Go right around the world, and this is what you'll see: a fence for the animals, not a fence for your plantation. This is reverse thinking. This is not right. Whatever you want to do is, you gotta, if you have an animal, a pig or a cow or whatever, you fence it. Keep it contained. That's how you can control it. It's food, it's water, everything like that. And make sure it doesn't wander off to other people's properties. Over here they say, oh yeah, you can shoot the cows when they come onto your property. There's a slight issue with that, right? People are scared to shoot the animals because just in case they get it wrong, and then they got to go to court or something like that. There's a process to everything. Unless cows have already ruined your crops, then you go get the cops straight away and come and kill the cows if they're still on your property. And if they're not, then they're gone and your crops are ruined and you don't know whose cows they are. So what I recommend is, whoever has cows, fence them. They have to be fenced. So the people in Eua can thrive with plantations, thrive with food for the island, for Tonga, so we can grow more and more crops over here to be able to supply our islands. And at the moment, I see people trying. Cows come through, destroy it. Cows come through, destroy it. Sometimes they give up. If not, they don't give up. They put a fence around their plantation. But really, the people who have the cows should be controlling their cows and putting them in a fence. Those guys got to be taken to court. Those guys, we got to get rid of those cows that are roaming around. So what I recommend, cops, they have got time on their hands. What kind of, there's no murder here. There's no massive, investigations of trying to catch people that have done real wrong things. It's pretty simple for a cop over here in Eua. Yes, there are not a lot of amount of police, but they're respected. When they tell you what something to do, the people do it. And what I recommend is, once a month, a van, a couple of cops in it, goes around the island. Any cow that is loose, shoot it. If it goes to waste, it goes to waste. It's not their problem. It's the problem for the people who let the cows out. And when the cows have babies, this is a big problem. Cows have babies, the babies grow up real fast, and then they wander off, and their owners can't catch them. because they're not in a fence. They've just been tied up. So the female's been tied up, the babies grow up and wander off. And it's a big issue with that kind of issue. So they have to be fenced. They're not fenced, shoot them. This is what I reckon. So the Eua people can thrive here in Eua. I'm going to try and do this in Tongan and maybe put it on Facebook where the Tongan people sort of see it a little bit more on Facebook than YouTube. But yeah, that's my recommendation over here. I don't know who's going to see this and if they have an idea, because it's fighting a losing battle. You can only do something when the crops are ruined. If the cow's walking along the road, doing nothing, not interfering with anyone's crops, you can't do anything to that cow, even though it's not supposed to be wandering around. But as soon as you go to sleep, comes onto your property, destroys it at the night, wake up, it's already gone, and your plantation's destroyed. Sometimes it goes up to around about 15 cows, all of a sudden they just come, bang, hit the crops, away they go. 6 cows can just demolish a whole acre in one night, easy. So, yeah, my recommendation, shoot cows that are roaming around. It's simple. Once you do that, then people are starting to fence their cows. Pigs are a little bit harder in town. I know they find it difficult to do that in town, but they're trying. People are trying. The king comes around and shoots the pigs in town that are roaming. Why can't we do that with the cows? Why can't we do that? The cows are destroying more than what the pigs are. Like, I remember Ohonua, it was plantations for miles. Like, plantations and beautiful plantations. Uluwai, beautiful plantations over there. Now, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's because these cows, people can't grow anything except maybe kava. And grow kava because the cows don't eat the kava. And it's so sad. So, and this is why the people here in Eua haven't got as much food here as they should have. It's because of the cows. There's certain areas that are really bad, certain areas are not too bad. Like my area right now is not too bad, but one has got like 4 little baby cows across the road. They came in here while we were over in Tonga and demolished the bananas and whatnot in my front yard. I put a message up on Facebook to let them know, if you don't come and get your cows, I'm going to let my dogs out and they'll deal with them. If they come in my fence, I'm blocking my fence up and my dogs can take care of it. That's their dinner. They'll just eat it. And they do whatever they want with it. It's not my problem. They shouldn't be in my property. So yeah, just a little bit. It gets a bit frustrating because backward thinking of how Eua, every other island I think is a lot better than here, because when I saw on the main island, everything's fenced. The crops, not even fenced. Crops are not fenced. They don't need to fence them because there's no roaming cows. Over here, roaming cows everywhere. So we got to get this under control, Eua. Have to. Otherwise, don't you feel sorry for the people that have tried to do a plantation? Cows just come and wipe it out one night, and then they have to replant. Not only that, can't replant, or they just let it go because it's a lot of work, and they just give up because as soon as they replant, the cows just come again and mow it all down again. I've seen this so many times over here, and it's so sad. So we need to get this under control here. I'm sure Vavato's got this under control. I remember a few years back they shot like 10 cows or something on a property because they just came through and roaming. And that's how we have to do it here. No mercy. I don't care whose cows it are. Kill them. If they're roaming, dead. See you later. Next. And if the police come around and do that roaming once a month, everyone's going to quickly fence their cows or tie them up, one or the other. They know if they're going to roam, they're going to die. So I don't know what kind of laws we have to approve for that, or how that's to come, but I'm sure it's pretty simple because I see the main islands got no cows roaming around. They're all fenced. So I'm sure we can get this under control over here, but it's been going on for years over here and it's getting worse. Alright guys, that's my 2 cents about cows roaming here in Eua. Yeah, hopefully we can get this under control. Alright guys, bye for now.